I want to talk to you about step van business leasing firms that quickly approved this year. So if you have a step van business or you are thinking about having a step van, knowing the best leasing companies on the market can really help you out. Okay. So here's a review I want you to really pay attention to. The first step van leasing company that I want you to really pay attention to that really approves quickly is Merchants Fleet. And when you think about Merchants Fleet, I want you to think about flexibility, but most importantly, I want you to think about affordability. And on top of that, Merchant Fleet will approve you within 48 hours. Okay, they don't ask a lot of paperwork because they want to see that you are in a niche that really can generate revenue, that you have a certain base of loads. Sometimes they might ask for existing clients. So if you are a startup, you're not going to qualify for this leasing agreement through Merchant Fleets. But overall, they are pretty flexible. And so whether you need to rent step vans for 1 week or 1 year, basically Merchant Fleets will work with you. They have a large inventory of vehicles. They have fast nationwide delivery and pickup, so that's really good. They also have flexible sort of rental terms. Okay, so they're pretty flexible in terms of how much they will charge you on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. It really depends. They will accept to have a quarterly billing process if this could actually help your operation, your business. Okay, you have 24/7, 365 roadside assistance, so that's kind of good. So if you're looking for a step van business leasing company that really provides 24/7, 365 roadside assistance, Merchants Fleet can really help you. The company has a high mileage allowances, month-to-month terms with extensions available. So if you're not really sure the industry you're in and you want to really test the waters a little, like first before seeing what works and what doesn't work, then this Merchants Fleet can really help you out. And you also have special programs available for last mile startups. Okay, so if you're interested in doing the delivery business this year with a step van and you are into a last mile, basically Merchant Fleet will work with you, not a problem. If you have any questions, just call them right now and ask all questions. They are very flexible. Okay, I want to insist on that. They have all kinds of cars, and you can also reserve. You can have a test drive and see if their vehicles actually are suitable for the kind of business that you want to really haul for. So that's really good. And one thing you want to do also is that just remember that Merchant Fleet is available nationwide, so you can lease whether you are in New York or California, not a problem. Okay, from coast to coast, they'll take care of you, not a problem. If you are looking for the best step van business leasing companies, the companies that really approves real fast, I want you to think about Crest Capital. And Crest Capital is really, they've been in the industry for a while now, and they will take care of you in terms of a step van business leasing. And they also have a multi-year contract, multi-year leasing agreement. So, and the cool thing about Crest is that they also have a variety of step vans, and the mileage is not really important. They'll lease you a new vans or used vans, not a problem. And so, of course, if you leased a used van through Crest Capital, the lease amount that you pay every month will be lower than if you were to go with a lower, like a newer vehicle. Okay. And the cool thing about Crest is that you have no down payment with the option to purchase the equipment at the end of the lease. You have competitive fixed pricing and terms to fit your needs and business style. You have tax-free loan payments if the supplier equipment vendor is not required to collect tax, so that's kind of cool. And you have the ability also, and this is something that you will love with Crest Capital. You have customized leases and loans from $10,000 to $2 million. So the thing is that if for any reason you like to actually buy the step van as opposed to leasing it, Crest can really work with you to actually transform your leasing agreement into a loan agreement, and you can actually acquire the step van. Okay, and you actually have leasing agreements from 24 to 72 months, so you can actually lease a step van through Crest Capital for up to 6 years. So, and this is what I meant when I said multi-year agreement. Okay, And that's really good because you are able to get things done a lot faster. And you can explore today step van financing and leasing for your business. And well, the cool thing is that Crestmont will actually they will allocate like a representative to you to sort of work with you to make sure you have the best service that you need for your step van business. So that's really good. That's really good. If you are looking for a step van business leasing company that quickly approves this year, I want you to think about City Rent a Truck. And City Rent a Truck is also available nationally, so that's really good. And you are able to lease a step van through a City Rent a Truck. And so what you will love with City Rent a Truck is that their step vans are a versatile fleet option for many transportation companies. In other words, City Rent a Truck has a pretty varied fleet for all kinds of step van businesses. So the cool thing is that City Rent a Truck actually will work with you on the step van option first. And if you don't like it or for any reason that doesn't satisfy you, they will work with you on a box truck option. Okay, so that's really good because you have the ability to get things done a lot faster. Okay, and one thing for sure is that when you think about step van models with City Rent a Truck, you have up to 22-inch in cargo length. You have interior shelves, rear backup cameras, no CDL required. So that's really good. And so the selection of step vans that you have through City Rent a Truck is really cool. You have a 18 foot F59 step van. You have a 22-foot step van F59, of course. And so that's really good. You also have like if you're looking for a variety, you also will be well served. You also have 16 E350 parcel vans. So that's really good. And you have way more vehicles though. I mean, what you love with City Rent a Truck is that not only do they approve you real fast, they also have a variety of step van models. And as I said a little before, they will lease you new vans, but also used vans. Now, if you are saying, listen, I want a new vans, then City Rent a Truck will work with their network of dealerships to give you the kind of product that you need, the kind of models that you need. Okay. Now, just expect that if you are going for a newer model, expect to have accept City Rent a Truck to require from you a multi-year agreement. I mean, that's one thing they want to really they really want to insist on if they are going with a newer model. If you are looking for step van business leasing companies that approve quickly this year, I want you to consider Ryder. And Ryder is a big player nationally, so that's good right off the bat. So you have to have an experienced player. So and the cool thing about Ryder is that you have a lot of possibilities. Okay, you have a tax advantage solutions. You have a fair market value lease. So fair market value lease is really good, and you have a flex track. So you have a lot of possibilities. Okay, so you can choose flexible leasing options and also financing options depending on what you want. When I speak about tax advantage solution, you have all the benefits of a step van lease while retaining the tax benefits of ownership. So for instance, you have accelerated tax benefits, you have interest deduction, and you also have maintenance cost deduction. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. And in terms of a fair market value lease, if you were to go to Ryder for a step van leasing agreement, you are able to have a closed-end step van lease with no down payment, 100% financing, and no residual risk. And you have here fixed or variable payments, the option to purchase at lease end, and you have improved cash flow. So what about Flex Track with Ryder? Well, Flex Track means that you are responsible for the residual value with the option to purchase at a predetermined price. So this is kind of cool because if you go with a Flex Track step van business leasing agreement, you have improved cash flows, upfront purchase option, and you also have lower monthly lease payments. So this is really good. And Ryder will also work with you. I mean, Ryder, I've said this before, but Ryder is available nationally, so that's really good to have a national chain. I mean, all the companies I'm just listening to this conversation, they have national chains. Okay, so from coast to coast, they'll cover you, not a problem. Even in Alaska and Hawaii. Okay, so the cool thing about having a lease through Ryder is that you have no capital outlay. All maintenance is included. That's really good. You have substitute vehicles included, licensing, safety, and compliance included, and you also have the step vans are replaced and disposed if there is a problem. If you are looking for a step van business leasing company that approves real fast, I want you to think about Pensky. So Pensky is kind of similar to Ryder in the sense that Pensky has let's say locations coast to coast. So if you're looking for a step van, you will love Pensky. Now Pensky actually is really good also because all their vehicles provide actually a flexibility and convenience as well as accessibility. Okay, and the cool thing about the Pensky is that their step vans actually are ideal for multi-stop trips and feature low doorways for quick entry and exit, a collapsible jump seat, and an interior door for easy access to cargo without ever having to leave the vehicle. And so they are perfect for various industries, including package delivery in urban areas, but also package delivery for last mile and middle mile. Okay, and so that's really good. And you can use, by the way, if you're not a delivery, like a professional delivery driver, you can use the Pensky sort of a step van for in the hospitality, food and beverage, office supply, and more. And the step van comes in lengths of 18, 20, and 22 feet, allowing you really to choose the right size truck to meet your unique needs. Okay, and with a payload capacity of more than 10,000 pounds and over 1,000 cubic feet of loading space, the step van can accommodate a variety of transportation needs. So that's really good for the potential loads that you are going to haul. Okay, and so that's really good. And one thing I want to say is that of course, you have interior shelves, you have passenger side jump seats, you have a 40-gallon fuel tank capacity. That's really good for you to do if you want to do OTR, for instance. That's really suitable. And you have anti-lock brakes, and you have backup camera and backup alarm. Okay, and one thing I want to say is that basically you are going to get the vehicle you want by actually giving Pensky a call first. Don't actually just go with what they have on the website, or just speak to someone and explain the situation first before going to a location. If you are looking for a step van business leasing company this year, I want you to really consider AP Equipment Financing. And with AP Equipment Financing, kind of similar to Pensky, you want to give them a call first. Okay, you can call them at 800-604-4817, and you can start the conversation there. And the cool thing about AP Financing is that AP Equipment Financing is that they have all kinds of programs, step van business leasing programs, to accommodate all kinds of delivery businesses. So whether you have a startup, you have an established business, or you have anything in between, you are able to find a step van business leasing agreement that suits your cash flows, but most importantly, the sort of loads you want to haul. Okay, and this is kind of cool. And also, when you think about AP Equipment Financing, they do way more than step van business leasing. They do step van financing. They do a vendor financing. They do inventory floor plan. They do Section 179. They do referral programs. So that's really good. I mean, you have the ability to get things done a lot faster through this leasing company. Okay. But one thing I want to say also is that what you will love with AP Equipment Financing is that here is a player that provides fast, flexible, knowledge-based financing and leasing programs. And this is kind of cool. So you are able to also to either work with AP Equipment Financing's own dealership, the network of dealership, or you can just choose your own. I mean, they're fine with that too. If you want to lease a step van through AP Equipment Financing, and for instance, the step van you want, the specific model you want, the specific vehicle you want, if it's not available at a dealership that works with AP financing, AP equipment financing, you have the possibility to actually work with this company to choose your own dealership, but also your own vehicle. Okay, just so this is really good, and basically you can actually use a step van business leasing agreement through AP equipment financing for all kinds of delivery industries. But even beyond delivery, you can actually do arbor, you can do cleaning and restoration, you can do a septic and pumping services, you can do a portable sanitation, you can do a groundwater, you can do towing, you can do trenchless, and you can do a lot of industry. So that's kind of cool in terms of having this sort of capability. If you're looking for a step van leasing company that really quickly approves, I want you to think this year about Autopark Fleet. And Autopark Fleet is actually the national leader for step vans, cutaways, and delivery trucks. Okay, and this is kind of cool. And they have an unbeatable combination of selection, price, and service. And this traffic is really one of the reasons why thousands of customers actually have chosen this company for the last few years. And what we love about what you will love with APF, so Auto Park Fleet, is that they are also available. The company is available coast to coast. So from coast to coast, not a problem. And even better, one of the differentiators with step van business leasing company is that you have a large inventory, you have exclusive features, you are able to configure your step van your way. So this, in terms of flexibility, you will love this aspect of things. You have every truck is inspected, so every step van that you actually lease through APF is really inspected. You have superior customer experience. You have competitive pricing. So customer experience is really key for Auto Park Fleet because they want to make sure that you are satisfied as a lessor, so that you can come back. You have an optional drop floor through Auto Park Fleet, so that's really good. You have a cockpit style dash. You have dash mounted shifter, so this is really good from a flexibility point of view. You will love what APF has for you. And you have also hideaway shelving, so you have the ability to get things done a lot faster here through this player. So you're gonna love what this player is really bringing to the table, not only in the short run but also in the long run. And that's really great in terms of flexibility. Also, you will love the kind of proposal that APF is bringing to the table. So long story short, APF is a great step van business leasing company that quickly approves this year. So in conclusion, to today's conversation, I spoke to you about step van business leasing companies that quickly approve, and I give you the review and now the conclusion. So the review: Merchant Fleets, Crest Capital, City Rental Truck, Ryder, Pensky, EP Equipment Financing, and Autopark Fleet. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.